Hello, Into Tomorrow listeners and viewers. Welcome to this week's ITTV Update, Part 2 from the International Consumer Electronics Show in Las Vegas. I'm Dave Graveline. Lots to show you this week as well. If you missed any of last week's ITTV video highlights or any of our 3-hour radio show, come by our website at intotomorrow.com or graveline.com and catch it all. Oh, hi there. Having even more fun on the show floor right near our broadcast booth. It's time for our look back at This Week in Tech History. So let's toss it right back over to our broadcast booth. Here's Chris Graveline.
This week in 1885, an invention that had its ups and downs, the roller coaster was patented by Lamarcus Thompson of Coney Island, New York. His coaster was 450 feet long, with the highest drop being 30 feet. In 1954, the gas turbine automobile was introduced in New York City. This baby packed a lot of punch with a 370 horsepower Whirlfire turbo power jet to power it. In 1970, the first Boeing 747, the largest jet airliner in the world, landed at London Heathrow Airport at the end of its maiden transatlantic flight. That's our look back at This Week in Tech History.
This Week in Tech History is brought to you by TigerDirect.com. Now, make sure you log on and check out some of my crazy videos on all the best components and hardware. Your life might depend on it, my friend.
A company called PowerBeam developed a way to transmit electricity wirelessly using laser technology. Hopefully you heard the interview on Into Tomorrow with their CEO a couple of weeks back. Well, Rob Almanza found them on the show floor here at CES and fills in with some details.
Thanks, Dave. I'm at the Westinghouse booth here at CES, checking out some of the technologies that you're going to look for in the future. So this week we're not highlighting a product per se, it's a future technology. And I'm with John here at Westinghouse. Can you tell us a little bit about the PowerBeam that you're showing here? They're one of your partners. What are we looking at?
Well, we're basically looking at a delivery of wireless power, and that's very new and innovative, and in fact it's technology that we have been trying to research, and we found that the opportunity has existed now, and through PowerBeam we've looked at how they've delivered through basically using laser technology, exciting a photovoltaic, and that allows it to charge something like what we have displayed here, our digital photo frame. So it's used as signage or whatnot, and we start off by introducing that technology, and we hope that that will allow it to become a product in the future. And it's way early in its development, but we're getting there.
And the demo you're showing here, can you explain to our viewers what it is?
Sure. What basically you'll see is that there's a transmitter side that is taking the power from a regular power supply, then it transmits using a class 1 laser over to photovoltaics, which are the receivers ends of the transmission, and that charges up a series of power cells that allow it to power up our digital photo frame. And from there it just works wirelessly. So there's no wires connected, nothing else, and it's working.
And what are you powering here wirelessly?
Well, we're wireless powering is a digital photo frame, or actually we call it a digital signage, and that's just so that you can no longer have to, the idea behind that concept, if you're a store owner and whatnot, you don't have to have unsightly cord or anything dangling from the top or the side, snaked up there. It's just seamlessly working, and your display is working to show signage outside as well as inside.
Excellent. Thank you for joining us, John. Very quick.
Thank you very much.
That's the PowerBeam here at the Westinghouse booth at CES. Look for more info at graveline.com. Back to you, Dave.
Thanks, Rob. It's always cool to see the technology that brings us even further Into Tomorrow. Next week, stay tuned for part 3 of not only our 3-hour radio show, but also new ITTV videos from here at CES. Oh, and by the way, just because we're on a remote broadcast in Las Vegas doesn't mean you can't call in. As a matter of fact, we encourage you to participate on the program, because when we're back after CES Part 3, we'll be taking your calls toll-free. 1-800-899-INTO. That's 1-800-899-4686. When you hear your call on the air, you may win some of the fabulous prizes, some great goodies, gadgets, and gizmos we're bringing back from CES. Stay tuned as Into Tomorrow continues.